All right, let's jump into it, guys. So this is actually the second iteration of this recording of this YouTube video. Okay, originally I had a long planned out video for you guys, but it was not a good take. Okay, how I came off on camera came off as me sounding crazy. Came off as me sounding like a maniac. Okay. And that is something that I don't want to put out there, and that's not how I want to portray myself on YouTube. Okay, the overall goal of this YouTube channel is for me to be an example. Okay, be an example of the American dream, which I still believe is still alive. Okay, be an example of what a man of God is, and be an example of a dedicated writer and artist. Okay, but the message that I was portraying in the first iteration of this recording was just very negative, and it came off as hateful, and I am not a hateful person. Okay, I don't ever want to put out there or project hate. Okay, hate is very infectious. It will destroy and taint the soul, and that is not me. That's not how I was brought up. That is not how I was raised, and those are not my values. But after watching that video during the editing process, I started realizing how stressed I was, and I've been incredibly stressed out for almost 2.5 years, man. Non-stop stress. Okay, and that stress comes from my living situation. Overall, though, 2023 was an improvement. Okay. It wasn't as stressful as 2022 and 2021, when I moved to the city. Okay, but this place has caused me so much stress, and I'm not going to blame it on the place too much, but I'm just going to blame it on my neighbors. I've had the worst neighbors I've ever had in my life. These people had no sense of decorum, respect, or southern hospitality whatsoever. And granted, when I talked to them, I met these 3 neighbors. I've lived in 3 different units in this complex. They're not from the South. They're from the North. And I don't know what the hell is up with that mentality, but these people just have no respect, man. And this has caused me a lot of stress, okay? And I came here for one reason only, okay? And that's to push myself as an artist, push myself as a writer. And the thing is, as a writer, you need absolute silence, man. You need absolute silence and focus in order for you to get these words out correctly, in order to get the story out correctly. And my writing is heavily affected by what I'm going through. If I'm stressed out, it's gonna show in my writing. And I'm not trying to put out dark material in that manner. It's just been very tumultuous, okay? But however, though, I will say though that I didn't really make excuses. I still pushed myself, okay? And when I pushed myself, I saw glimpses of the artistry that I could create, and I saw glimpses of the man I would become if I'm able to be in a very calm and peaceful environment. But the thing is, I can't make art under duress, and making art under duress is never a thing for me. For me, my best art comes when I'm relaxed, okay? Because when I create art is just a very metaphysical and spiritual experience for me, because it's my way of connecting with God, the Creator, because He gave me such a very powerful gift of writing, and I can't connect with Him if there's just constant distractions and constant interruptions. Things are improving. I'm gonna be out of here soon. Started making the moves of getting out of this place. I've been here long enough. I've experienced way too much stress, more stress than I've ever. And even outside the apartment, I have a very stressful job, and it just sucks that I leave from one stressful place to another stressful place and come back to another stressful place. It doesn't make any sense. We drive a lot of people insane. And I'll be real with you, man. I on the verge of snapping multiple times, but God always says, if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is weak. I don't consider myself a weak person. I still push through. I still pushed through, and I still got the job done. I can't speak for a lot of my peers. A lot of my peers would cave under this type of pressure, but no, I came here for a goal, and that goal weighs everything. There's also another saying that says that if you have a strong enough why, you can endure the how. I've endured the how, but I'm over it. I'm done. The art and the person that I'm meant to become will never be achieved if I stay in the same. So, just to reiterate, I will be leaving this place soon. Okay? But here are some of the things that I've learned in almost 3 years of being in this complex and being in this city. Number one, most people in this world, more importantly in this country, are selfishly cruel and vile. And there is no reasoning with them unless you meet them with aggression. And most of the times, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth the battle of sinking down to their level to make them change their way. It's not worth it. It's better to just save yourself the time, the stress, and your own power and just walk away. That's it. Just walk away and just move on. Okay? You can't fight every battle. You can't fight everyone because it's a waste of time. Number two, I've learned that not everything and not everyone deserves a response or a reaction. It is important to remain unfazed and stoic at all times so that you may continue God's mission. Number three, being selfish is one of the worst things that you can ever be. Why? Because your selfishness comes at the expense of other people's suffering. And that is not okay. Whatsoever, it's not okay. Because suffering as a whole has ripple effects that echo throughout all of society, okay? And halts progress. Number four, compassion and being compassionate goes a long way. True strength comes from being compassionate, and it takes real strength to be compassionate. Number five, there is no point in being vindictive. There is no point in trying to get revenge or being petty, okay? All you're saying to yourself is that you're weak and that this person still has a control, has power over your life, okay? Because the person you're trying to get revenge on, the person that you're trying to be with, they're not even thinking about you. It's not. And it just shows that you don't have the strength to move on and carry on and move on with your life. That's all that is saying, okay? And it's sad, really, dude. It's sad that you are letting this person take up mental real estate, your mind, okay? Believing that, once you get the upper hand, that it's going to make things better and make your life better. But here's the thing, revenge always ruins the avenger. And that's why vengeance belongs to God, okay? Just let it go, man. There's not enough time in the world, okay? Because all you're doing is giving time to the person that pissed you off, and you get nothing in return but a tainted soul. Number six, no matter how hard things are, no matter how dark the days may seem, that is not an excuse. This country, in America, there's no room for excuses, okay? When things get hard, just work harder. When things seem daunting, push harder, okay? Because there are people in worse situations than you who are making strides, okay? Are you gonna sit back and complain because things are difficult? No. Regardless of all the shit that's been going on here in this complex, I still work, put out art. I still push myself to write and to create content and put it out there, no matter what, because I came here for a reason, okay? And if I don't adhere to that reason that I came here for, then I'm wasting my time, okay? And that time is something that I will not get back. Okay, point number seven. Point number seven is this. Results are the only thing that matter. In this country, in this society, results are the only thing that matter. That's the only thing that people look at. And like, you can talk a big game and make promises, whatever, but if you can't execute and get results from that execution, what conversations are you having, man? That leads me no, that's not the last point. It leads me to the next point. Okay, point number 8. Complaining doesn't solve anything at all. Complaining solves nothing. Just wasted air, wasted breath. Okay? Find a solution. Okay? And work towards that solution. Okay? That's the only way things will improve. If there's a problem, find a solution. Plain and simple. Okay? Complaining does nothing. Right? And most of the times when you're complaining, all right, to anyone about anything, they're going to see you as the problem. That's it. They're going to see you as the nuisance. So don't complain. Okay? Find a solution. Simple as that. Okay? Find a solution and move on with your life. But anyway, I wanted to do one of these front-facing videos. It's been a while since I've done one of these front-facing videos. I hope you guys have seen my writing that I've been putting out. I've been writing short stories and poems and some prayers as well. Okay? I want to remain consistent with what I'm trying to build here on this channel. Okay? So, until the next time you see this face, okay? Check out my work, and hopefully next time I go one of these videos, I will be in a new environment or I look less stressed on camera. Okay? But until then, okay, may God bless you, may God protect you, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, guys.